I'm accepting all Warrior slander. Get it off. How would we be as human beings? How would we be in the NBA Twitter community if we didn't accept Warrior slander in a situation like this? Bring that slandy. Slandy makes you dandy. We're here waiting for it. Bring it in. That slandy makes you dandy.
I got the comments going over here. Fire those in as you see fit. We'll pull them up as best we can, or I will read them off, even if they hurt. Even if people are saying things that like I look like my dad owns the Getty. I think someone responded to one of our tweets today.
Honestly, that was elite level. That was an elite level troll.
So, here we go. Bay Area here to flame Zach. Yep.
Gentrify this. Gentrify this.
Hey, that's on oh wow. He said unblocked for the RT thirsty. Wow. Josiah, tell him. Well, yeah, tell him it's all love. It's all part of the game.
And sometimes you got to preemptive block when you're about to bring some heat. Really, just for your own mental work. Honestly, if I'm going to slander you for my own mental health and my own good to make my slandering better, I might have to, step out real quick. But shout out to Shade and the crew of Warriors World. It's all love. And look, it's a regular season, but I think this is what we need to understand, Warriors fans, okay? This is what we need to understand. That you have a squad, okay? That your squad you just beat the number one team of the league, the champions. So I don't want to hear any shit about lottery. I don't want to hear any shit about, gravity, whatever.
Yeah.
That team can finish 7th in the West, 8th, 9th, 10th, playing game.
Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard because, like, if this Warriors team had, anything from Kelly Oubre, this team is going to be a much higher seed than a 7th or an 8th.
He's blowing kisses at referees. He's arousing refs.
Oh God.
Where's the slander? Oh wait, I gotta pull it.
I got it. I'm like waiting. Someone says fuck the Lakers. It's just not that creative.
That's not creative.
Oh, here we go. Nets fans here to slander. All right, here's the deal. Earlier today, I made a video with some NBA bets. I think both of them missed. So, it's going to be a top ramen week. You know what I'm saying? Like the budget got hit this week. But the Bucks are the same Bucks team that got fucked on the playoffs. The Nets, the Nets are going to run the East. I don't care. Without Kyrie, how do you, if you're the Bucks, you come into this game and you set a line. We'll get to that. We can get to that.
Can I just say one thing? The Los Angeles Lakers, y'all let LA down. First of all, 50-point win was what we were expecting. Conservatively. Conservative, not even liberal, just conservatively. And you guys lost. LeBron, what are we doing? They look like the Monstars just took the power. That Space Jam 2, the legacy promo material started coming out and looked like they just took that power away. What are we doing, fellas? Now Warriors fans flexing their chest, still barking.
AD can't beat Draymond. He's scared of Draymond. Good game, but Celtics in 4. Warriors still lottery. They just played harder tonight. Ernie Johnson almost turned it. Ernie Johnson almost turned it over with seconds left. There's time out. EJ. They had that graphic at halftime that EJ looked like Kuz. 90s EJ looked like Kuz, which was great. I didn't think any of this would happen this way. I was like, this is going to be a 30-point win for the Lakers.
The drafts have to sit and wait for the next Warriors loss because it's coming.
Yeah.
I had the blackface Martin Luther King second grader ready to go for any Caruso moment. Didn't get to use it. Was sitting on it. Was waiting. And what did you do, Caruso? You let the black community down. You say BLM, but do you mean it? On MLK Day, no less? This was not Marge's dream, okay? This was not the vision he had, that you guys would get smacked by the gentrified Warriors. SFO. The SFO Bart Connection Warriors.
Hey, Warriors World, he said it, not me. All right? You still won't get the apology from me.
Marlon Green said Lakers have to consider going into rebuild mode after this loss. No, I don't disagree. Kevin Porter, pass the soup.
Oh,
Kevin Porter, where you at?
Should we start pivoting around, or do we want to continue to let some of the slander come in here? Steph had an okay game, more of a team win. Go Dubs. Tough look for LeBron and AD after what KD and Harden showed tonight. Boy, I don't know how much of that Nets game you watched, but they just look. KD and Harden look like they've been waiting for this for the last 10 years to get to play together again. It looks so smooth.
Shout out to James Wisney, senior producer over. Well, if he said, I am in my feelings, James. I'm hurt, okay? I am devastated right now. I have so much slander. I had the Caruso sweatshirt out of the closet. It hasn't been worn in literally months. It hasn't been worn since me and Caruso sat face-to-face for that legendary moment.
Tough.
Where do we go?
I was upstairs watching it. I tapped into this so that we could do the pre-production thing. Ran upstairs to catch it the last second. And, I told them, I was like, this set up so nicely for us going into this stream. We're going to see Bron hit the walk-off three, come down here, and it's going to be the slander session we dreamed of. Bron being the most clutch three-point shooter in the game. And that didn't happen. So.
I mean, let's just be real. Steph and LeBron both kind of boo-boo. Steph came and Steph had AD doing the busted challenge. Had him getting it. But let's be real. This hurts. This is devastating. I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover for this until at least Tuesday, like 8:15 a.m., okay? I'm going to go to sleep tonight thinking about this one. Warriors fans, another dub.
Josiah, let me pose to you the Bay Area question here. Should the Lakers be worried about facing this Warriors team in the playoffs?
No, not at all. This Warriors team may win one game. Lakers in 5, maybe just as a courtesy win. What's going to happen is it's going to be similar to like that Lakers-Sixers finals back in the day. Warriors are going to take the first game. There's going to be a lot of flexing and barking, ghost riding the whip and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then we're smacking four in that ass. Pow, 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 pow. Routine. Enjoy these regular season victories. Do not overreact, Warriors fans, like you guys told us not to after Steph had the Warriors looking mighty boo-boo early in the season.
Oh,
but I give it up.
Here we go. They're recording Space Jam 2 in the fourth quarter. Kevin Love is better than AD. Lakers gonna Clipper. Now hold on a minute.
Sir, now that is just egregious. That is egregious slander.
How are you gonna bring that up in reference to the Warriors when the Clippers literally blew all those series against the Warriors? We got a question in here. Are you afraid of the Nets after watching that game tonight? I think we should move to the Nets for a little bit.
Let's net it out. Let's net it out. We don't have an official Nets topic bar built.
No.
For this particular question. Are the Lakers shook? No. I mean, yeah, of course we are. Kyrie didn't even play. Let them level up and trade Kyrie for Beal or somebody like that and just really
oh my God.
Just make us all vomit. You know it's coming. You know they're plotting. You know secretly Sage is being
I don't know what I don't know how. I mean, Kyrie's one of the most sought after players in the league, but I don't know what the trade value is for him. Like, I don't think it's been hurt at all. It's like, I don't know who's out there that you could go trade him for that would kind of make sense to plug in this system. So it's going to be very weird.
Let him cook. He's supposed to come back Wednesday or Friday, right? I think he's missed 7 straight games.
Yeah.
Chilling his island for some of it, COVID protocol for others. He was fined like 800 racks, right? In addition, like a $50K fine.
Yep.
What are we doing? Kyrie, what are we doing? Come hoop. And I get it, Kyrie. You bought George Floyd's family a house. You've been donating a lot of bread. That's the other good we need to talk about. Yep. But you're a hooper, son. Come get these. I don't want Jackie McMullen you. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, but you have a contract.
Yeah, he is contract. I still, it still hasn't fully come out what and why he stepped away. So it's like, we hope everything's all good. We hope that it's kind of like one of these more nebulous Kyrie things where he's like, I'm just stepping away to do, whatever. When they get all of those dudes back, it's going to be terrifying. Honestly, watching KD run with Harden, I'm sort of like, I don't think they need Kyrie. I don't know how that's going to make. Like, you ever have a cake that's like perfect, but then there's like too much icing on top or too much something. It's like, just take that out. I don't need it. Or a pizza with something extra on you. Like, I don't need that. That's kind of what I feel like might happen with Kyrie is like, this is perfect right now. I don't know if I need extra dressing on this.
It's kind of like the brownies I made this weekend. I had a few pieces, and they taste delicious, but then you just keep eating them, and you keep eating them, and you keep eating them.
Yeah.
And then they don't taste as good as they did. And next thing you know, you're screaming at your boo for eating all the brownies, but then you realize that you ate them.
Yep.
That's what's going on.
Been there. We let's see, where are we going next with this? Should we move to the next thing with
Let's get it.
Well, I do want to say, Josiah, and I know you got to tread lightly really quickly with the Bucks, but does the Bucks losing? Bro, this was a game which like set the tone. Be like, we're the team in the East. We have a holiday now. We're here to patch up the things that got messed up last year. We're making a title run.
There's been conversation about who the real MVP is. Is it Giannis or is it KD? As my timeline was pointing out today, one will guard the other, but I don't know. I'm still rolling with the Bucks. Obviously, they help support my family, so I can't super slander. It's always Lakers though. Lakers Bucks, we already know what it is, and we'll find that out on Thursday. As you guys will see, that all bets are off. Pops knows not to hit me in those situations. We just keep our distance. But yeah, man. I mean, if I'm in the Eastern Conference, I'm pretty much just, if I'm not on the Nets, I'm picking out where I want to go with vacation destination, maybe getting the vaccine, making sure I have the vaccines ready to go. If I'm going to go somewhere elaborate, make sure I have all the different shots that are required to go to that particular country, because you're not going to the finals. You're not beating that squad. Once Kyrie comes back, you might not even lose by 20. It's going to be like 20 or better. So we'll see. I would be concerned.
The thing that impressed me most was like KD's not only back to being KD, but he like wants to remind people that like he's the best motherfucker in the league or one of them, and like bodying Giannis on random ass plays. I thought that shit was awesome. Just the shoulder check running by, like, yeah, all right, you got an MVP, but I'm here to take that shit back. I thought that shit I love. I don't really know if Giannis deserves that. Like, he seems like such a nice guy that he's sort of like, Katie, why are you doing that to me? But
look, bro, it's basketball. In those situations, that's the thing, It's kind of like going to the penitentiary. They're going to try you. Are you going to give away? Are you giving your cornbread away? What are you going to do? KD bumps you have to bing him. That's just what it is. It's a regular season game. You got to set the tone, because what he's doing now is establishing a mental thing that'll hit you in the playoffs. Like, oh, I can just bump this dude. He's going to look at the refs.
Yep.
But KD bumps you. It's like, what do you want to do, KD?
Yeah.
Bing. Bloop. But that's or else then you're just gonna get your cornbread taken, and next thing you know, you're gonna be washing drawers, and that's just the progression that it goes. That's how these things happen. I don't
washing drawers is such a perfect metaphor for being at home during the finals, and that's, I sadly hope, not the case. I just want Bucks Nets ECF, I think. But wow, we can kind of shuffle on from here. Should we get to the pardoning?
Oh, pardon time, guys. On this show, we can't always just talk hoops and basketball. Yeah. Lil Wayne had the black community in an uproar after he was photographed with Trump. But as some people pointed out, even back then, Lil Wayne had a gun charge from a situation where he brought a gun onto a private jet. Looking at a potential 10 years, it was probably going to be less because he was going to plea out of it. But I respect it. Lil Wayne was out here playing chess. All right, survival. That's what you got to do when you go into survival mode. Self-preservation, as the white community knows, it's an important thing, right? You got to preserve self. So Wayne had to do it. I'm not rolling with Little Pump doing it because he wasn't facing any legal charges. R. Kelly tried to do it, but Trump wasn't having that. R. Kelly tried, but he didn't really meet the criteria to be selected, obviously.
If R. Kelly was famous like 5 years sooner, Trump would have done it. Like, it's just like if Donald Trump knew who R. Kelly was, because like Donald Trump had like heard one of R. Kelly's songs, because if it just had happened just a few years earlier, Trump would have done it. I'm sure Trump is allegedly a fan of R. Kelly's music and his lifestyle choices, so it's not like anything he don't know about. So, but I'm just, we'll digress and keep it classy. But yeah, man, honestly, and Wayne hurt us kind of when he did that, but a lot of us knew that this was, get that pardon. But now if Trump doesn't pardon him, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting situation. Very interesting.
Oh, make sure you obviously follow Buckets. You know, that's where we're broadcasting. Yeah. We like to eat. Obviously, we like to have nice things. So if you guys would keep supporting us, we really appreciate that. We got the great team over there, Mo and the crew, really getting it, getting the heat all day, every day, 10 toes down, 24 hours a day.
Should we just very quickly, just before we kind of close out here, talk about the Kevin Porter situation?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I didn't know if we were gonna have enough time because we were both men that are well worded, well spoken.
Yeah. One, I want to ask, did you ever have a coach or did you ever have a player or teammate get into it with a coach like this at UCLA?
We had some situations. We had a situation one time during the game where a player had to be restrained because, it was some miscommunication, some things, didn't really line up. This wasn't really in this player's makeup to do situations like this, but he lost it and he was like, "What's good?" So we had to, to avoid a conflict, we had to really go out and get it. But the funny thing to me is that the Kevin Porter thing happens, and the only thing that's trending is J.R. Smith.
Because J.R. Smith famously threw the bowl of soup at a coach, which is all right, cup of soup. We still don't know. I still don't think we know what type of soup it was, which definitely matters. Like if it's like a chicken noodle, that's not that big of a deal. If it's tomato, if it's clam chowder or corn chowder, that's staying with you all day. That's a big deal if you throw that on someone.
Deep down, I hope it was a bowl of Cheerios, which can qualify as a soup depending on how you look at the world.
That is not a soup. I'll go to my grave saying that cereal is not soup, but
it's soupy.
But I also want to know what Kevin threw at this coach. Was it soup? Was it a sandwich? If you throw a sandwich, that's not that big of a deal, but you're probably going to get traded. And here it is.
They took the man's locker. I mean, the man comes back and he just wants his locker. He just wants his. He just wants his cubicle. I'd be frustrated too. But you're in Cleveland, and look, Cleveland people. I mean, we get it. You guys really love your city. You love it so much that you come to LA and complain about earthquakes. But the bottom line is this: get this man to the Lakers. Do not let him go to the Nets at all costs.
God, please.
Do not let him go to the Nets, because if that happens, then it's really going to be fight mode time. And imagine KD having to do all this to defeat a 36-year-old man. Look at LeBron. Look how old he looks out there. He's 36.
Very patchy up here now. I'm just saying it's time. I mean, it's been time, but just shave it. We'll see. It would look nice, I think. But
LeBron and KD both have the similar top of dome, though. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And you, whether you think it's a compliment or not, you keep that to yourself. Figure it out. That top dome, and that's a goat top dome. That's what goats do.
Yeah.
Wearing that crown is gonna, it's good.
MJ would have had it, but he shaved it early, I think, right?
Oof. I would love to see MJ with a Jerry curl.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh man.
All right, should we close out with MLK Day? Our dream?
MLK Day, Zach. What is your dream for the NBA season and for life?
Oh gosh, for life, I'll have to think about that. For the NBA season, my dream is just I want all these dudes healthy. I don't want to get to the playoffs and a team's missing one of their superstars. I want to like even last year, was I grateful the Lakers won the finals? Yes. Was it just sort of disappointing that we didn't get to see the Heat with Goran Dragic? Yes. So health, I want everybody healthy. I mean, we have all these guys playing at such a level that it's just breathtaking, and I want everyone healthy.
I respect that, Zach.
Yeah. What about you?
My dream for the NBA season is similar. Let's get this Rona down. Let's get vaccinated. Let's get that vaccine waters, as I'm calling it. Some people call it the Trump vaccine. I'm calling it vaccine waters in honor of Auntie Maxine and her tremendous contributions just to the ism into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, my dream for the NBA healthy, love to see the Lakers win a championship, but more important than anything, just good basketball, man. These guys love playing the game. If you look at a guy like KD coming off the Achilles injury, and, I don't like KD because of what he did to LeBron. I'm still hurt, but I respect him as a man and as a basketball player. And to see them back out there doing what he loves, cooking dudes, it makes me happy. It makes me giddy. It makes my heart flutter. My dream for the world, that every MLK Day we stop doing the quotes and all that other shit. Just hire some black people. You don't even need a quote. If you hire some black people, you don't even need a quote. You don't even need to post a quote because you're too busy hanging with the black employees you have.
the posting of a picture or the quote is just, it's so kind of, it's like, that's it. That's the effort.
Bring me some likes. Bring me some likes.
Tell me a story. Tell me a story about like, yeah, it really is scraping the bottom of the barrel when you just share that stuff.
We see you. Hire Eric Bieniemy. I know this is a basketball show. That would really make my MLK day. Hire people that are qualified. It's not complicated. It's not
1,000%. If hire Eric Bieniemy, and dear God, Seahawks, please don't hire Adam Gase. So I think we can close out with that. That's my life dream. Please, Seahawks, don't make me watch Adam Gase coach our offense.
He looks like he always just smelt a boo boo.
He looks like my friends at music festivals that have like taken too much drugs. Just any drugs. Whenever someone has too much, they have those like Adam Gase eyes, and it's like, all right, we got to get this person some water and a seat. And I don't need that man on sideline. So that's all I got for you.
Guys, thank you for joining.
Hire Becky Hammond as well.
Yeah, Becky. Give me that Becky Hammond.
A long time coming, so time to get that one going as well. But appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, we'll be back later this week, and hopefully we'll be under better conditions because you guys deserve better. You guys deserve us high energy, talking shit, slandering with you. We take your slander in moments of defeat, but we prefer moments of triumph to really go out there and get these flares out, get these squares out the paint. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. All right, well, tune in. We'll let you guys know when we're back, and appreciate you guys tapping in tonight.